Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum, Ukhanet, Sabona, Likai. Guys, I want to talk about something very important today. I want to talk about the most expensive commodity in the world. So, the most expensive commodity in the world to me is not what it was when I was 16, 17, 20, 25. The most expensive commodity for me today is time. And most of the youth today have a little bit of that on their side. Please God, you're going to live a long life. But most of us have the most expensive commodity that some of the seriously wealthy businessmen, when they hit, I don't know what ages they hit, 50, 60, 70, they start looking to buy back. So can you buy 10 minutes ago or what happened 10 minutes ago? No. Can you buy last birthday? I know my wife's been celebrating a 30-odd birthday a few times. I'm not going to mention what 30 number it is. But just think about the concept. When you make a lot of money and you're a billionaire, what is the one thing you regret not doing things? But they all relate to time and how you've not used the time appropriately, how you haven't used the time effectively. So when you're young, you have this huge amount of commodity and this reserve. It's a massive reserve, and it's called time. So how you use it now is going to be very important. Most of the guys on their deathbeds don't worry about anything else about having, other than having regrets, other than not doing certain things particularly. And you'll find a lot of them talk about not spending enough time doing the things that make them happy and do the thing, or spending time with their children, their parents, and so on. So it's a cycle of life. It's simple. No one has the value of time that becomes very important to them when they're young, because they think, listen, I have it. I might as well use it however I want. The truth of the matter is when you get to my age, and I'm not too old, so please stop calling me uncle until I'm 50, which is in a couple of days I'll be 49. But you get to the point and you think to yourself, what happened all this time? Where's it gone? And everyone I meet, they go like, geez, the last 5 years have just flown. And I've got nothing much to show other than a bit of money, a nice house, a nice car. And all this time that you've generated and utilized, it must amount to an output. And a lot of people want that output to be a great retirement. And they along the way forget to live a wonderful, happy life, spending it doing the things that make you happy, the things that give you great interests. You could be an artist, you could be a hunter, you could be whatever. But more importantly, with your parents and your children. Because once the parents move on, and it's normal generally that the parents move on before the children, you find yourself now in a situation where you have a bit of regret. You may not always talk about it, but you have that regret about not having spent enough time with your mother or your father and so on. And while you're driving alone in the car or you're in your bed before you sleep, you only know what that balance was. So the purpose today is to say to you, although you're young and you feel that you need to go somewhere to prepare for your retirement's never guaranteed. Tomorrow is not a guarantee. Today is what you have at hand. So all I want you to do now is utilize it effectively and do something the day that makes you very, very happy, so that when you go to bed at night, before you count the cash flow, before you sleep, it's something I do every night. It just happens psychologically. How much money? Is it enough cash? All of that nonsense. You know that you've had a wonderful day. Yesterday was my son's birthday. It was fantastic. It was amazing. But I realized spending time in the afternoon with him racing cars and so on, that's what was more important for me to do on that day, and was more valuable to him than the racing of the cars, than the toys I would have wanted to buy him, or the money I would have wanted to spend on him. So when it comes to money, there's one item and one commodity that weighs far bigger and more important than that, and that is time spent well with your family. Thank you.